Hello, everybody. I am Technovoid, your host, and the man who does not get paid enough for your bullshit, Todd. And with me is your favorite Pokemon analyst, Hamster Wings. How you doing, Hamster Wings?
Just kind of like a hate Todd day.
Yeah, Todd really fucked up. Honestly, really pissed off at Todd right now. If there's anybody in TDD that your name is Todd, A, get doxed, idiot. B, screw you in particular today. I actually don't know if there's anybody in our league named Todd, but if there
Me
is,
neither.
you suck right now. Tomorrow you're fine, but right now, screw you. So we got two matches here today. We got Kotard versus Hoser, a very strange Sunday Ball addition into one of these recaps, which is very, very unusual. Don't count on it happening again. I just happen to have Monday off. And then we got one Timer Ball match for you. But let's start with this match. Talk to me. Why are we showing this off?
Because I think this is a very improved game.
From Kotard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Don't get me wrong, Hoser plays well as
Yeah,
well.
yeah. I mean, I think Hoser's throughout the season been playing quite well in quick ball. Definitely,
Yeah, just in general.
yeah, definitely been one of, I would say, the top 3 or 4 threats of that league. But Kotard, I think, has definitely been struggling with this team, and this is sort of, it's a market improvement, basically.
Yeah, I think so.
Cool. So, just looking at these sets, these 6, how are you feeling? What sticks out as a big threat here?
Obviously Landorus I think is a little hard to play into with Trick-Room.
Sure.
Since a lot of what it can do is like on switch in.
Mm-hmm.
Which is to say intimidate.
Yep. Intimidate, which is, quite big for Ursaluna.
Mm-hmm. Hoser also has a number of fake outers.
Sure.
And, that number being 2.
2, yeah. And of course, yeah, Gothorita here as usual. Gothorita, honestly a favorite pick of Hoser's at this point in the season. Just really, really liking what that shadow tag allows him to do with the game state, which I don't blame him for. I mean, I've used it. I think it's been used twice. I know. Well, I used it in season 2, and then we had a Gothitelle in season 3. I don't know if we've had another Gothorita usage. I think we have, but maybe not official. Maybe not official season, but I definitely see where he's coming from with this playstyle, especially when you have this sort of, pivot focused balance. Would you say his team is balanced? His team feels pretty balanced to me.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so I think on balance, basically being able to control opponent game state like that is really nice, because you pretty much don't usually fear needing to switch. Like, these Pokemon generally are pretty good about being able to switch in for each other, which is always nice when you have that shadow tag up.
And I think this is Malamar's first game off the bench.
It is Malamar's first game.
And I'm sure it's very sad to see a Cleavor.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, you do not want to see that. What about Hoser? What do you think Hoser looking at here is afraid of? Obviously the Ursaluna, you're packing the Intimidate for that. Hydrapple's one I didn't really expect to see coming in here, especially with the A9 on the enemy side, but I'm curious how you feel about that.
I mean, A9 and Venusaur have come every week, so I don't love Hydrapple.
Mm-hmm. What do you think it does here? Like, what on Hoser's draft do you think Hydrapple's a good pick for? Because, like, it doesn't... I guess it beats Milotic, technically. Doesn't beat King Gambit. Doesn't beat Lando. I'm confused what it does. I feel like it loses to a lot of Hoser's higher tier picks.
Matchup specific? Yeah, I actually have no idea what it does.
Huh. Interesting.
In this match, it's running the weird ability, the
Super Sweet
Syrup.
Yes, the evasion lowering, but only the first time you're out.
Yeah.
I wonder what for, because I'm thinking at this team, Kotard doesn't show off any inaccurate moves, I don't think.
No, I can't think of any either.
So I am curious what the purpose of that was. Huh.
I mean, maybe it's like Ursaluna high horsepower, but like...
That's
a 95 accuracy move.
Can't recommend that. Granted, missing a high horsepower does suck. I wouldn't say it sucks enough to have a Super Sweet Syrup over it gets
thick fat.
Thick fat, thank you. Yeah. Wait, does it get thick fat?
Yeah.
I thought it got something else. Well, whatever it is.
I think it's Thick Fat. I don't know. It doesn't take very much from Ice-type Pokemon for some reason, so I figured that's why.
True. Well, I'm checking that right now while you... Because, like, Thick Fat doesn't feel right to me, but... No, it's Regenerator. Not Thick Fat, Regenerator. I was thinking it was Regenerator. It's Super Sweet, Regenerator, and Sticky Hold. Yeah,
Thick Fat is the other apple.
Yeah, that's Appleton. I'm surprised to not see Regen here. I guess, obviously, with Gothorita, Regenerator is slightly less useful, because you can't always control your switches, but I don't know, still.
Sure, and you generally don't want to be switching around a ton with Trick Room.
Yeah, this is also fair. Alright, should we get into it?
Yeah, I think that's a good time to get into it.
A good time. Let's do some fights.
Yeah, Cresselia, Malamar on lead.
Very unfortunate.
Just the worst lead matchup of all time for Kotard.
Truly, just like unable to switch and just the most threatening thing possible. So leading with a Protect here, blocking that Fake Out. And we're getting the Curse just right off the bat. This is coming back into Kotard. You hate to see it. This Cleavor is a huge threat to everything on the field right now. Getting that attack boost
does boost the Malamar here, which it's going to survive due to the Sash.
Yeah, very good Sash there. Good usage of that item. And
knocking off the Choice Band from Landorus, which is good to know.
I don't know if that was a predict or if it just didn't have another attacking move, but great kill on that Pokemon there. That's a huge threat out of the way now.
Yeah.
Now let's... Okay, so that does die there. That is unfortunate. That was a crit. I don't think the crit mattered. I think it was a kill either way.
It might have. That's a fat Cresselia.
I know. I mean, I believe it got calced in chat, and I believe it was a guarantee.
Okay.
Because it's sharpness. Sharpness goes fucking insane, bro.
Sharpness is a broken ability.
So I know
they should give it to Iron Boulder.
They should give it to Iron Boulder. This is so true. I know we generally always sort of yap about not using the Protects in the Trick Room, installing out your own Trick Room. I am curious how you feel about this one, because this one I feel is decent.
No, this one was good. A Fake Outer entered the field. You click Protect. It makes sense.
Okay. All right, cool. So and I guess Kotard probably just wasn't expecting Crest to get one shot there.
It's a reasonable thing to expect.
Yeah, right? Yeah, pretty reasonable thing. Yeah, we see it's Lorbed too. Lorbed Sharpness Curse goes insane. Switch to the other Fake Outer here, and goes for another Protect.
Which I like here.
Yeah, I actually think it's not bad. Unfortunately, Heavy Slam just not killing.
Yeah, it just barely misses the KO, which is so sad.
Yeah, but Stone Axe there into the Protect. That second Protect is actually super important because now rocks aren't getting up.
Yeah, at least for now. And I don't think they go up for the rest of the match.
They don't go up. No. That was a really huge successful Protect there. I think that was definitely, it was a risky call, but, you know, I don't dislike it and it works well here. Basically, I mean, with Cresselia dead, I think Kotard's gonna need to get TR up again later this match. But for now, you just need to kind of get as much use out of this one because Aggron threatens a lot. Obviously, the Fake Out there, but, Ooh, I don't know about not killing that Cleavor.
Yeah, Palma having a Sash makes sense.
Yeah, although it does kill itself, yeah. I forgot about that.
If ever there was a time to go for Rock Slide if you had it, that's probably it, because Palma always has a Sash, or very frequently has a Sash.
Yeah, I think that's just a case of not knowing what items are frequently run on certain Pokemon.
Yeah, which is understandable.
Yeah, which is totally understandable, but I do agree there. That it makes sense. Good Shadow Sneak, good Protect there. I would have TR'd there, I think.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, because, like, you know it can't Fake Out again. You see the Venu out on the field. You get the Protect, and then you want to make sure you're going faster than that Venu. Good, nice switch into a Resist there.
It's a good switch, but also Hydrapple is now dead. It's in a very unfortunate position.
Yeah. Draco just not
But it does get some wonderful chip off on that Venusaur.
Yeah, and the Sludge Bomb poison.
Unfortunate poison.
Yeah. Yeah, the A9, there's no way Kotard could have done this, but the A9 did not
Honestly,
have Blizzard. Yeah?
actually, I think that Poison benefited Kotard.
You think?
Yeah, I
Just
think so.
get a free switch into TR.
Yeah.
That's true. But this Aurora Veil, which is something that Hoser has not been running that frequently, I think it just pays huge dividends in this match, because at this point, I mean, between these two very, very bulky Mons, Hoser has no problem stalling out the rest of this Trick Room.
Yep.
I mean, just that high horsepower doing nothing and then just Giga draining it all back. I mean, just absolutely insane. No switches are possible at this point. Not that you would want to switch right now, but just protecting out, just stalling out. Very, very huge. I kind of think you needed to predict the protect at that point and just double into the Gotharita.
Yeah, but either way, the Trick Room ends now.
I'm very confused by this Magic Room. I do not understand why it did that.
I don't know why it even has that move.
I mean, I think
Mega Venusaur doesn't have an item.
Yeah.
Mega Aggron does not have an item. Ursaluna does not have an item.
Yeah, like in a like perfect
I
world,
understand maybe getting it up, trying to prevent Ursaluna from getting burned.
Yeah, like either that or maybe like I can see bringing it to the match as just like a fun side thing you can do on that particular turn. There's no items on the field.
No, it removed his own Eviolite.
It removed the Eviolite. That's hilarious. And I don't think Mimikyu has like a super important item either. So like I don't get that.
Yeah.
Anyways, this AV just
But it might have just strong. Like straight up not have an attacking move.
Yeah, that is possible. Facade
besides just fake out, of course.
Yeah, Facade just barely missing out again on the KO, which is so sad.
Yeah.
Now, do you...
good switch into Goth. Yeah. Obvious Shadow Sneak incoming.
Yeah. Sort of preserving that differential. Yeah, Icy Wind. I did not realize Icy Wind drops speed even through Disguise.
Disguise only prevents damage.
Huh. Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, I kind of feel like you kind of want to set a TR up here. It doesn't really matter. The Swords Dance is definitely nice.
There's its attacking move. Yep, Shadow Sneak is going to get another point towards the differential.
Yeah.
And, wow, there's an unbelievable amount of secondary effects going on.
Now this is a dirty play by Hoser, but I do respect it. I absolutely respect preserving your differential here this way by baiting in the Shadow Sneak into a 1% when it has Protect. Like, I mean, that's what you do anyways. I don't think... No, Venusaur would have died too, yeah. Or Venusaur also had Protect, so no matter what, there was no differential happening there.
I don't remember if Mimikyu had Protect. It probably didn't.
No, it did not. I believe its last move was Drain Punch.
Okay.
Yeah. So no Protect there. It didn't matter. Another differential point was not happening here because both of these low HP Mons both had Protect. And actually it had shown off Protect earlier in the match anyways, so it wasn't even that dirty of a trick. But I do just find it very, very funny that it's just like, ooh, come on, come hit my 1%. You want that differential? Nope. I find that funny. I do respect it. Yeah, but I think honestly a lot better play from Kotard this week. Obviously losing that crest so early really hurt. But honestly, I think good use out of Mega Aggron, generally decent use out of TR turns. There were some protects in TR, but I think they were, valuable. I think this match for Kotard probably came down to just, I mean, like you mentioned, not knowing what item Palmot runs usually, but, predicting that Sash, but also just better targeting into, like, different slots, sort of, predicting out protects, that kind of stuff, which is just that's just a really hard skill to pick up, and I don't even, like, recommend trying to, predict around them, because you'll end up making worse plays sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah, it depends.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, overall, very good. Do you have any sort of advice that you could give to, that you think Kotard could have used this match
Um, honestly, while I could nitpick stuff, I think I want to say just keep at it. I think
Yeah.
this was the right way to take the team.
Yeah, I agree. I think it was good. I think maybe one thing that could have happened was on the turn where Venu came in and Mega Aggron protected, rather than shadow sneaking the, what was it, the 1 HP Pomot. I think you just set up TR because you're immune to fake out. Or fake out might have already happened at that point on Mimikyu. I think you just want to set that up so that Mega Aggron can get more damage in before it dies to an Earth Power.
Yeah.
Because if it goes, because I mean, even with Aurora Veil up, that thing one-shots Alola Ninetales. I calced it out. That thing does not survive. Like I think Gothorita is the only thing coming in on that slot that survives, and even then it's taking a chunk.
Mm-hmm.
So that would probably be the one thing. But yeah, I think great play. All right, let's move on to the next match we got. We got Diggory versus Juice. Talk to me, fam. I shouldn't have peeked there. I shouldn't have yelled. That's going to be annoying in the post to make that not burst people's eardrums. Continue.
So, going into this match, Diggory had shown me a variety of teams. And they changed so many times. And the final product was double grass type, which was kind of interesting to see, but I see the vision on bringing both of his grass types. So, there was a version of this team that didn't have Sun. There was a version of this team that had only Vileplume. But in general, I understand landing on this final team. No Bronzong is interesting. Bronzong was on a lot of the earlier drafts. But I understand also not bringing it because it basically either allows Landers or Entei to go off depending on its ability.
Sure.
Which, understandably, Diggory was pretty afraid of Entei going into this game.
Why is that?
Because Entei is very flexible, and in the Sun, it has access to a much better fire move pool than Gouging Fire does, basically having Sacred Fire.
Okay.
Overall, Gouging Fire is obviously better, but
I mean, yeah, both Gouging and Walking Like are quad resists into fire, right?
Mm-hmm. But Entei causes a lot of problems to any Pokemon that aren't those.
That's fair. That's valid. How do you feel about the this is the match we got all three of the Paradox Beasts. How are we feeling about this combination? Who has the upper hand here? Obviously, Juice. I don't want to say relying on, but definitely appreciates getting Proto off.
Yeah, for sure.
How do you feel here about like where do you think the big threats are in terms of this matchup?
It's kind of interesting because I never really see Dragon as like a viable attacking type, but it definitely is in this game.
Yeah,
even with Tapu Fini being present.
Yeah, I was gonna say Tapu Fini and Screamtail having that fairy typing makes them very valuable switch-ins.
Yeah, but even Tapu Fini weakening all Dragon moves.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I forgot about that. Does he even run Misty Surge this match?
He does, yes.
Okay. All right, that
because
makes sense.
Entei has a Misty Seed.
Ah, there you go. Fun.
Everybody involved in theory modding these matches predicted Wartortle coming, which I find hilarious.
Why is that?
Because it was just such an obvious good pick in this match.
Yeah, get a nice resist there.
Nice, just kind of
support. Yeah, tanky support.
Yeah, kind of crunching down on Diggory's entire SA tier.
It's true. Well, dig.
Meowscarada is kind of a surprising bring.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
I guess, yeah, it doesn't super hit anything here. Obviously you get Protean. Yeah, I'm not sure. Meowscarada has come to every match, so I just think you just like using it.
I mean, I think if there was a match to not bring it, it was this one.
Sure. I get you. Yeah, but I do think it's generally solid. I mean, it was an A tier last season. We dropped it, but
Yeah, it's very, very, very good in B tier.
yeah, I think it's extremely solid.
It's competing with Mega Blaziken, I think.
Mhm. It's completely with Mega Blaziken. I mean, yeah, because you got what, like Cinderace up in A tier.
Yeah, Cinderace and
Greninja up in
Greninja.
yeah, both of them are up in A tier. Huh. Okay. Dig it. Should we get into it?
Yeah,
Boggers. I don't remember this match at all. I haven't watched it in a very long time, so lead me through it. Gougeless
Gougeless
Fire.
Fire. Yep. All right. Landorus lead here is super important because Balloon is revealed on your boy Gouging Fire, everyone's favorite.
Mm-hmm. Name of the Bowling Bulwark there.
Burning Bulwark. Very important here that Landorus was the only Pokemon to attack here.
Well, no, Entei was too.
I know, but Landorus
Entei,
was the
yeah.
only Pokemon to attack here with a priority of 0.
Right, that's yeah, exactly. Yeah,
So
because
its item is not yet scouted, and you're always... I know Landorus is like, oh, 99% of the time it's going to have a Life Orb. But like that 1% has a Scarf.
Yeah, that's a very, very important Scarf sort of not reveal. There's a word for not reveal.
Conceal.
Conceal, thank you. That's a very important Scarf conceal. If the Entei didn't use well, obviously the Entei needed to use priority to move before, so that it could actually hit through the balloon. But yeah.
Well, Landorus by default is 1 point faster than Entei.
Oh, okay, all right. So it still would have concealed. Interesting.
Maybe 8. Maybe it's 8.
Yeah,
maybe
but
I don't
like
know what I'm talking about.
the switch from Torkoal into Screamtail, the Burning Bulwark, yeah, just works really, really well into predicting that.
Yeah, and Landorus is gonna switch out here, which further conceals the Scarf potential.
Huge information game. Huge information game win from Juice there. I cannot speak today.
Yeah. Screamtail taking a burn, which is kind of unfortunate because I think it's actually physical this time.
Huh. Oh, we got all the gut. Everyone's in here. Everyone's speed boosting. Break that balloon.
So the balloon is finally broken, which means Landorus is unlocked.
Only man in TDD able to survive a heat crash from this thing, I swear to God.
He's very heavy.
Yeah. This is a great time for Finny to come in.
Yep.
Very, very
Finny comes in. Wake gets off a Snarl. I don't think this Entei is planning on leaving anytime soon. Now that it's revealed its Misty Seed.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of damage into Walking Wake. At this point, it should be clear to both sides that it is Assault Vest.
Mm-hmm.
Nice little Vileplume comes in. Hydro Steam does not pick off Entei. That's, like, insane.
Yeah, man, that Misty Seed putting in work.
Yeah.
And Wake is down, which is huge.
Yeah. Walking Wake going down is gigantic.
Yeah. Yeah, especially because at this point, Gouging Fire versus, what's his name? Not having the balloon makes it very, very weak to Lando.
Juice also double downing himself here, which is so positionally advantageous.
Yeah, very respectable choice there, and perfect timing for him.
Yeah, and as now Landorus can reveal the Scarf and take out Gouging Fire.
That's it, baby. I mean, at this point, Diggory's in a hugely problematic position because he has it's a double down, but he does have the Torkoal, which is an attacker, and Shiftry, I guess, but like his damage is gone.
Yeah.
Like,
especially with how many resistances Juice has to Shiftry.
Yeah.
There's just it's a huge uphill battle now.
Yeah, because the Solar Blade, eats it on Switch. Strata just fucking sitting there.
Yeah, probably out of any player in TDD, Juice's EV spreads have probably been the most on point out of anybody.
Yeah, and then unfortunately,
credit where credit is due.
Yeah, giving it back that special attack boost, nothing you can do. Not that I think super matters at this point. I
Yeah.
think the big thing is allowing Weather Ball to be fire in 100 again,
Mhm.
because it can really take out that shift tree. So much damage there. Did that fire spin miss matter? I don't think it did, but I'm not sure what that was there for.
I don't even know who did it target. It targeted
Yeah,
Tall
the
Boy.
tall man.
I don't think so.
Like, yeah, I'm not sure what that does. I mean, like, I feel like at this point you need the
Look, I mean,
differential
it sucks to
maybe?
miss,
Yeah.
and there, I'm sure, was a plan to gain a differential point there,
Yeah.
but I don't know if it would have acted fast enough, especially with Raging Bolt still having access to that huge weather ball.
Yeah, cause Raging Bolt obviously, although I guess it Dracoed on the same turn, so at this point it kind of makes sense for it to want to leave, but honestly not that much. Like even at 0.5, a Weather Ball with the Photosynthesis is simply killing either of these slots.
Yeah.
And Thunderclap is killing Torkoal. So like, obviously at this point Diggory knows that there's not much he can do, but it seems like there's so little.
Sucker Punch into Torkoal, and
Makes sense.
just very good targeting.
Yeah, get a nice div point there. But that's it.
Weather Ball's still going to take out Shiftry from -2.
Yeah. Photosynthesis is a hell of a drug.
Yep, Landers comes out. As we now know, it is Scarfed, and the game is over.
Yeah, it's done. It's done.
He can bleed.
He can bleed. Gouging Fire is beatable. You just need a ground type. A scarfed ground. Notes, people,
So, yeah.
notes. Yeah, so that's the match. I think, yeah, that was a really, really intense, good match.
There were other good matches this week that we didn't put on. Like, I think Steven outplayed the crap out of me in every way.
Yeah. No,
I think that was a good match.
Yeah, this week had a lot of good ones, but it's Sunday night, and I would like to get this video done. So
Yeah,
we've only
that's
got
the
the
real
two.
thing.
So we've only got two. But we hope you enjoyed. Any other final notes on this week other than this is a pretty good week overall?
Yeah, I think in Timer specifically, the standings are all over the place right now.
It's pretty crazy. I mean, hell, I think I'm in 6th right now. I still technically have a shot at top 4, even though it's extremely unlikely because it requires me beating Meteor Bower next week. So
I think I dropped from like 3rd to 5th.
yeah, because I mean, yeah, Peanut having another great season. Kind of reminiscent of season, what was it?
Of the
5?
Spectrier season.
The Spectrier season, which I believe was season 5 Haunts Punchers. Playing really, really well so far, although unfortunately for him, does have 3 weeks of absolute hell coming up. So we'll see if he comes out of that alive. But either way, I've been Technovoid, this has been Hamster Wings, and we will see you next week with more TDD coverage. God, is the season almost over yet? I'm kind of ready. Goodbye!
See ya. Goodbye.